Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to Space Åge Tarot. This is where I give you guys a little bit of a taste of the future, but I'm never here to define it for you. So if you guys are interested, please stay and subscribe to my channel. And wow, I have 54 subscribers. I think that was the last thing I saw. Whoa. That is like super cool. Totally blindsided me. Maybe that's not a lot to a lot of people, but I'm like really grateful, and it's so cool that a lot of people have resonated with my messages so far. So I just want to say thank you to those of you that subscribed. Yeah, that was super cool. So in today's reading, we're going to be looking at your blessings in disguise. So what things do you see in yourself that you might not know are blessings? What do you see as potentially a weakness, or just some random thing that you do, maybe something that's not that important, that actually is a blessing and helps you in life? Might be your life's purpose, might be a way that you manifest. What kinds of things are blessings for you? So in today's reading, we're going to get into that. Okay, so let's get into the card selection. And this is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. So feel free to take a moment and meditate on the cards, take some deep breaths, do whatever rituals you like to do before getting into a reading, and let's get into it. All right, so for those of you who chose pile number 1, let's get into your reading. All right, so to start off, you have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the Hermit, the Tower, the Queen of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups in reverse, and the 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so what I'm seeing right now is that you guys do not need to work hard to get what you want. So if you're trying to manifest something, you might see yourselves, you might think that you get things very easily, but you're someone who's actually naturally talented at working at things. So you might not feel particularly hardworking or particularly skilled at things, but you pick things up naturally. Like, you guys don't have to work hard for what you do. You might think that you're working hard, but you work less hard than other people, is what I'm seeing with this 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So what I'm seeing as your blessing in disguise so far, one of the blessings in disguise that you have, is that you guys might not have to put as much effort into what you guys are doing in the long run. So you guys might think that you have to work harder than everyone else, and that's how you got there. That's true. You are getting there through hard work wherever you're going in life. But what I'm seeing is that your blessing is that you are naturally talented, you're naturally skilled, and you might not even realize it. What else I'm seeing here is that you have the ability to overcome. And I see that with the Tower card here. So I think you guys have had many blessings in disguise, and that comes from hardship that you've had in your life. And the hardships that you've had in your life have really taught you to overcome obstacles, like major obstacles. And you might not see this as a blessing right now, but you're being really set up for a lot of blessings in the future because you've learned so much from these events. So oftentimes people that are on their path to being enlightened and becoming enlightened souls and developing themselves and balancing themselves out emotionally, spiritually, those are the people that have dealt with some of the hardest things to deal with in life. And so what I'm seeing here is that you've had to work hard to get where you've gotten to, but now is the time in your life when you're going to start experiencing a lot of blessings based off of the things you've dealt with in the past, the recent past, and your natural affinity for a lot of things. Like I'm seeing someone who's I'm seeing a polymath here, someone who's like a modern day Renaissance man, woman, person. And yeah, I'm seeing that you don't really have to put as much effort in anymore as you think you do because you already have done so much with the skills you already have. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing though that like you haven't found spiritual activities you haven't found them to come easy to you. You're trying to deeply connect spiritually and you feel like you haven't so far, but Spirit is telling me that you have connected spiritually. And I'm thinking one of your gifts, okay, so actually what I'm seeing here is that you are someone who has a lot of nightmares, or it's possible that you have like nightmares or night terrors. This is a message for some of you in this reading. This might not apply to all of you guys. I'm just seeing like a few of you might have some nightmares or sleep paralysis or some kind of like weird sleep issue. And what Spirit is telling me right now is that you are actually someone who has the ability to astral project and astral travel. And that is one of your gifts. But it's one of those gifts it's a little bit tougher to master, but it's something that comes naturally to you. And so you might have had like some terrors in the past, or you're overcoming those terrors, but it's something that you're kind of given the ability to do because not everyone has that talent. It's something that you kind of feel afflicted with. I think you feel afflicted with this ability, but you don't realize it's an ability at the moment, or you feel like you can't control it. And so what I'm seeing right now is that you need to start a process of learning how to control this and using a spiritual practice in order to get there. So Spirit is telling me that if you connect with your spirit, you have the ability to unlock these powers right here. Okay, but getting back to these pentacle cards here, what I'm seeing is that your blessing is that you had to work hard earlier in life in order to receive these blessings that you're going to get soon. You're going to get blessings soon, and that's as a result of everything that you've gone through. And I feel like with this Hermit card, this is just confirmation of the fact that what you've gone through is like the spiritual dark night of the soul. You guys have really been led down a dark path so that you could see the light, so that you could reach enlightenment. And part of your enlightenment is developing these basically these powers, which is the power to be financially successful, the power to astral project, if you so choose. You don't have to astral project, because I know that it's, it's something that seems a little like scary for some people, but you have that ability. And you might learn a lot in the astral plane, but it's not something that you necessarily have to do. But what I'm seeing is that you guys have had the blessing of going through it, because you guys will be rewarded as a result of everything that you've gone through, as a result of all your hard work, because you've worked so hard in the past. You have so many skills at your disposal. So what I'm seeing right now is that you guys need to start looking into the things that you do that you might not think are particularly important or powerful. It might just be some kind of hobby that you have. Maybe it's sewing, or maybe developing some sort of, some sort of product for other people. Think about the things in your life you can do to serve other people, given everything that you've gone through, so that you can develop this person that you're going to be. So that's what I'm seeing right now. Let's get some more cards. Okay, so growth. I think that really ties into what I was talking about with the needing to develop the person that you're going to be right now, because what I'm seeing is that you've gone through so much and you have so much to offer as a result of that, right? Like, you have gone through it to the point where, some of you, not all of you have gone through it. If you guys don't feel like that resonates necessarily, that you've gone through the worst of the worst. I'm not saying like you've gone through hell and back, but some of you have. And what I'm seeing is that all of you have the ability to use what you've learned, whatever that is, to whatever degree, to help people on their journey. And it doesn't have to be like in the realm of like social work or anything. It could be like in the realm of like making art, or selling, a product that helps people, or teaching as a professor or something like that. The next card is pleasure. So you might have that ability to do sexual healing, or there's something that you have. What I'm seeing is like you have the ability to use your sexual magic on people, basically. That's like one of your blessings, your ability to use your sensuality to get to what you want. So you have the ability to use sensuality and your sexual energy in order to basically attract the things that you want in your life. You might do this through the way that you express yourself. You might draw people to you. You might be able to get people to do things for you because you might be very sensual, very beautiful. Yeah, that's like something that you guys need to tap into. So what I'm thinking right now is that some of you guys haven't tapped into this energy, and this energy needs to be awakened. Like, you guys might not be comfortable with your sexuality, and yeah, you know what I'm actually seeing too with this card? I'm seeing that through, I don't know how like PG or like, I don't know, I don't want to be too explicit, but through, that big explosive phase in the sexual realm of things, harnessing that energy from that major explosion can help you really manifest. This is one of the ways that you can manifest super effectively, by concentrating or transmuting your sexual energy. So let's say maybe you're feeling that sexual energy rising, maybe performing a creative project, sitting down and building ideas, Or you can, with a partner, with yourself, several partners, you can, explore and focus your energy on that thing that you want to manifest. And, during those big explosive sparks, and you can use that energy to manifest. Sorry guys, I don't mean to be super explicit on my channel, but I also don't mean to not be. So the Harlequin. So true feelings are masked. Okay, that tells me a lot. Yeah, I sense that some of you guys might not be, this isn't all of you, some of you guys might not be comfortable with your sexual energy, and Spirit is telling me that now is the time. One of the affirmations that you can say if you don't feel comfortable with your sexual energy is, I am sexually liberated. That might help some of you guys if you just affirm that, if you want to, of course. But it's very important, I'm seeing, as a part of one of your blessings. So if it's a blessing in disguise, it's very possible that you guys might not know the power of your sexual energy. Everyone manifests in different ways. You can watch videos all day long about how people manifest, but at the end of the day, you're going to have to study the way that you manifest, and Spirit is pointing you in this direction. So if that is calling out to you guys, that might be a good indication that this is what you guys need. But if you guys aren't feeling comfortable, I'd say look to this card, True Feelings Are Unmasked, right? Let me go to the book for this one, because I just got these cards. I'm very excited about them. It opened right to the page. I love that. Okay. The Harlequin is an actor whose true feelings are masked in order to gain acceptance. At times, the Harlequin is a prankster whose sense of humor and playful acts make him the center of attention. However, the Harlequin may also be concealing a sadness derived from loneliness or a broken heart. Okay, so yeah, I feel like that really ties in with that, but let's see how it ties in with everything else that's been going on. I think so the way that this ties in with everything else is that a lot of the times in your life you've been perceived as, getting things easily. People don't see how things are, how you're actually working hard for everything that you're doing. And ultimately, aside from the definition of this card, what I sense from this card is that you put on a facade for the rest of the world, but it's really important now for you to expose who you are to the world and bring forth your power into the world with these blessings. Now is the time to activate your blessings, dive deeper into who you are, because it's really important now. I think you've gone through a lot. Now is the time to play. That's what I'm seeing right now. I'm seeing some eyes wide shut stuff going on. Okay. Good fortune and friendship. The unicorn. I love that. Okay, this is crazy. I'm getting the most this card really started it, okay? Not me. But I'm getting the most okay, for some of you guys, the unicorn, okay, I need to stop. Okay. Maybe 18 plus. There is an 18 on this card. Oh my God. Okay. I need to stop. I'm making some of you guys blush. Okay. I'm making myself blush. Okay, no, I'm not. Okay. Good fortune and friendship. Let's see. The unicorn. Okay. The unicorn is a symbol of good fortune, healing, and oh my God. Okay, the unicorn is a symbol for good fortune, healing, potent sexuality, and fertility. This magical beast may also indicate a rare find or represent a trustworthy friend. Okay, well, goodbye, guys. That's it. I'm just kidding. Basically, that explained everything that was going on here for some of you, of course. Yeah, that's really crazy. But yeah, that's what's going on with you guys. That's one of your blessings in disguise. So, I don't know. It's in disguise. That's the topic of this video. Maybe some of you guys are really like out there with your sexuality, but maybe that's what the point is. Maybe you're not using it the way that you could be using it too. You don't always have to use it for like manifestation. Life isn't always about manifestation. But this is a really important tool for you guys. This could be really good for you guys. You guys might really be happy to hear this, because this could be really great. This could be really fun. Yeah. Wow. That was fun, guys. So as a general like conclusion to all of this, you guys have multiple skills that you guys are not aware of right now. Multiple skills that you've cultivated that you could be utilizing right now for your financial gain, for your material gain, for your spiritual gain, right? And on top of that, you have some pretty cool spiritual powers that you have the option of activating. If you want to astral project, start looking at ways that you can astral project, start meditating, start asking your guides, your higher self, what you can do. If you're feeling scared, definitely work through that, or don't. It doesn't matter. But this is just something that's available to you. You have the ability to expand other people, and you have the ability to expand yourself through your sensuality, through your sexuality. That's what that's saying right here. So really excited for you guys to start using these blessings, activate them if you guys didn't already know that they were there. And yeah, I hope you guys liked your reading. Please let me know down below. Pile number 1. It was nice speaking with you guys. Feel free to like this video and please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment down below letting me know how you liked your reading. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. All right, so for those of you who chose pile number 2, let's get into your reading. So your first card is the 4 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so what are we feeling right now? Okay, pile number 2. So what I'm seeing for you guys is that you guys might not be in the most abundant financial situation at the moment, but you are financially stable because you are very frugal with your money, or you might budget your money, you take care of your money, you're very conscious of how you handle your material interactions. You might be a minimalist, or you might be someone who is very organized, and this is going to serve you guys because your head isn't clouded as much as other people's heads might be. So you have a free range of thoughts going through your head. You have lots of ideas that are going to bring you money. So what I'm seeing is that you guys might not have it all right now. You might not have it all going on right now, but you have the foundations of a very successful venture. And I'm seeing that you guys might be you guys might have very good people skills. And that's going to help you guys. So you guys might have like an idea, and then you might bring it to somebody else or something, or you might know some people. Some people will come along your path, and those people are going to help bring your ideas to light, because your personality, your essence, you attract people who want to help you, and you have those money-making ideas, right? You're full of money-making ideas, and you're not somebody who goes spending all of their money willy-nilly or just throws things away. Your blessing in disguise is that you take things seriously. Your blessing in disguise is that you're someone who is full of ideas. So you might not be acting on your ideas, but your guides want you to know that you need to act on your ideas, right? You need to act on your ideas, because those ideas are going to bring you financial success. And you might get financial success with a partner, like in a relationship. You might get financial success with someone that you meet at like a convention for what you do, or a meetup for something that you do. It might be a friend of yours, but I'm seeing that you're going to get financial, in life, you get financial and material success and spiritual success and emotional success and abundance through other people. So I'm seeing that you might not think that you're a people person. You might keep to yourself a little bit. You might be a little bit maybe not as trusting of other people, but Spirit is telling me that you will find really true and honest people who provide healing to your life, who are there to support you, who will capitalize on your safety, capitalize on your success, because you're going to find people in your life that genuinely care about you and what you're doing. That's what I'm seeing for you guys. Yeah. So it might not seem right now like things are going 100% great, but I think you guys know that you guys have a pretty good handle on it. Like, you guys are always keeping yourselves in check, and it's like all those ideas that are in your head, Spirit is telling me that you need to act on them immediately. Because what I'm seeing is, I think the disguise part of this blessing is that you might think that your ideas are just thoughts, or you just let your ideas just like roam in your head, but you don't act on them immediately. And what I'm seeing right now is that those ideas, if you acted on them immediately, you would spark business ventures. You would spark that new book idea. Like, let's say you're writing a book, for example, right? Or you want to write a book. So you get a thought, like for a book idea or something, and you get like the image of a scene in your head. Immediately, I'm telling you immediately, like what Spirit is telling me is that immediately, the second you get that idea, the second that scene pops into your head, the second that text pops into your head, you're writing that down, whether it's on your phone, on your notepad. I don't care if you're like in a business meeting or whatever. Say that you have to go to the bathroom and get those ideas down, because you are an idea machine. And someone in your life, you're going to have people in your life that will help you fulfill your dreams. That is your blessing. You will have people come along the way that will help you with your dreams. And you don't necessarily need other people to do things. You shouldn't be waiting around for anyone to help you. That's, not how life goes. But what I'm seeing is that, and I'm seeing that you guys might be really cautious about that. Like, I'm seeing that's sort of like the in disguise part of this blessing, because I don't see that you guys feel comfortable around other people. Like, you can't even imagine yourselves being that comfortable to give away your power to other people who might want to help you, because you might be scared that they might steal your ideas. You might feel like you're in like combative mode with other people, like on an unconscious level. But I'm seeing here that at some point, your blessing is going to come from you being vulnerable, from you putting your trust in somebody else with your ideas. But I mean, don't give away your ideas to people, but act on those ideas, make them real, materialize them. Materialize those ideas the second they come. It's just the little steps. Keep picking up on those little steps to build this big picture, and Spirit is telling me that you will get those blessings. People will come along and make your dreams come true. They will make your dreams a success. Focus. Yep. I love that. I feel like that really ties into who you are as a person. It's like, if you just, right now, you just need to focus on getting those ideas out. It's really important that you guys act on your inspiration. Like, when those ideas come into your head, it's important that you take the time to get them out, to do them, to make them happen. Because you already have the foundation. You already have, and this card is like, it's about like a person who essentially is very frugal, but to almost an excessive degree, where it's like not really serving that person's inner well-being. It's like you're not really enjoying the fruits of life. But I'm seeing this really happening in an emotional sense with other people, right? With this 10 of Cups in reverse. Like, I'm seeing that it's like you're focused, you are a driven person, you want to be financially stable, but it's like you're not seeing that you need other people too. You can't do it all on your own. Like, this part, the ideas that come to your mind, those are the things that you do on your own. But other than that, you need a team. That's what I'm seeing right now. Oh my God. Trust. I literally was just saying that, and I do not see these cards beforehand. Okay. Wow. Okay. Trust. Wow. I love that. Yeah. Get those ideas out, and also work on your trust, because right now what I'm seeing is that this is like, I think you're a really creative person, and I think it's like, you know how to make money. There are creative people that are creative in like, making art or making, whatever. But then there are some creative people who are creative in the sense that they know how to build like a business. They know how to make money. And I see that you are both of these things. And what I'm seeing as like something that's like halting you is that you guys are scared a little bit of like your ideas being stolen, of your ideas being out there, being judged. Like, it's like you have all of these ideas, but you don't want to put them out there because there is some, you fear the external forces. You fear what other people are going to do if you put yourself out there. Because when you put yourself out there, it's like, oh, I'm being vulnerable. Like, if I put my, if I put my song out there, someone might see it and they might, judge it harshly, or they, no one will take care of it. No one will look at it. People will steal my ideas, stuff like that. And I'm seeing that your success is going to be tied in with people that are going to want to help you. There's going to be a team behind you. And if you can't get over this like trust thing, this trust issue, it's not saying that it's not going to happen. It's just going to, be harder, because your blessing is actually connecting with people. The blessing that you have in this life is that there will be people to come and help you. Not everyone has that blessing. Not everyone gets someone to swoop in, but that's what you have. So it's like, you might not see it. That's where the disguise comes from. But yeah, that's one of your blessings. Okay, so we have the Satyr, revelry and indulgence. That really looks like this card to me, the Four of Pentacles, because it's like the opposite, revelry and indulgence, because this is almost like a scarcity mindset, and this is like the mindset of like hedony almost, but like I think this represents abundance for you guys, not necessarily hedony. And it's like you don't need to be conservative anymore. You don't need to be so closed off. It's like you need to allow yourself to indulge in things. You need to allow yourself to emotionally indulge. That's what I'm saying. Let me read it from the book too, so you guys can have like a more detailed description. I just got these cards, so let me read the booklet. The satyr is playful, mischievous, and prone to overindulgence. He is a symbol of music, dance, revelry, and celebration. The satyr also represents decadent, lustful, and lewd behavior. So I'm getting that you guys don't engage in this part of your life. And this is what this card represents. Like limiting yourself, not allowing yourself to indulge in anything. And Spirit is saying you need a little bit of this in your life. You need to have a little bit of this indulgence in your life, because you're closing yourself off, and you're kind of closing yourself off to your blessings. And you don't even know, you don't actually realize that allowing yourself to indulge with others emotionally is going to take you to where you're going. Okay. Rejuvenation and fulfillment. Y'all, you guys need some self-care. Yeah, it's really important that you guys get some self-care in there, because it's like you guys are not taking care of yourselves. You guys think you're taking care of yourselves by being frugal, by limiting your intake of things, by not allowing yourself to enjoy things, by not allowing yourself to connect to people. You think that that's keeping you safe, but really it's like your blessing is that you are able to indulge in things. You're able to connect with people, and people will serve you, essentially. They'll be there to help guide your dreams to the finish line. Like, your blessing is that you will have a team. You will have social connections if you allow yourself to learn how to trust. So this might be a learning process for some of you guys. Maybe you guys don't have trust issues, but it's good to know that your blessing is finding other people, finding a community. You might find yourself in a commune. You might find some friends, like in a writer's meetup or whatever it is. But that's how you guys are going to get your blessings. So I hope that you guys start activating your blessings, start connecting with people, but ultimately, like in conclusion, just focus on getting those ideas out when the inspiration strikes. So this is the conclusion I'm giving you guys. When the inspiration is striking you, go write that down. Go complete that. Whether you need to step aside, it doesn't matter if you're watching a movie in the theater, I don't care. Get those ideas out. Make sure you're writing them down so it's a continuous stream. Once they fully materialized in your world, the next thing you're going to do is just allow yourself to get help from others. Be in the state of allowance and acceptance, right? Indulge in your emotional self. Indulge in those things because you need that emotional connection with others. Those are the people that are going to help you with on your way. So it's like your spirit guides are working through those people, essentially. So those are your blessings. Anyways, I hope you guys liked your reading. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And please leave a comment down below letting me know how your reading went. Bye, guys. All right, so for those of you who chose pile number 3, let's get into your reading. Okay, so starting off, we have the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Fool, the Chariot, the Five of Cups in reverse, the Magician. Wow. Okay. So this is a beautiful set of cards just to start off. Okay, so what I'm seeing for you guys is that you guys know how to manifest. Or you might not realize that you know how to manifest, but the blessing you have in disguise is that you are impulsive. And you might not realize that this is a blessing because people might have told you that you might not think things through. But what I'm seeing here is that you guys know how to follow your intuition. So you get an idea and you're just like, okay, I'm going to go on this ride. I'm going to do this. And you act on impulse. You do that immediately. You might just say like, oh, I'm going to go travel to Fiji. And you are there. Okay. What I'm seeing is that your blessing in disguise is that you aren't so emotionally attached. You aren't so, like, I think people probably have told you that I think people might have tried to guilt you in your life and maybe like make you feel bad for being impulsive or doing what you feel called to do. But ultimately, like, that is where your power lies because you're uninhibited. You can manifest easily because you have this ability. But it seems to me that this is like an ability in disguise for you guys, a blessing in disguise for you guys, because this was probably been paired with somebody who has made you feel bad about this, who has, told you that you're being selfish or you don't care about anybody. So it's very possible that for some of you guys might already be there. You might just be acting on impulse, following your intuition and leading your life that way. But what I'm seeing for a lot of you guys is that, or just some of you guys, what I'm seeing is that you don't even know this about yourself. Like, you might be hearing what I'm saying and you're like, what? Like, I wanted to travel to Fiji. I never went. My boyfriend didn't want me to go, So I'm telling you though, that's where it's at for you guys. And it's like you guys are constantly inspired. You have constant inspired ideas. Some of you guys are acting on them. Some of you guys are squelching them down. That is what I'm seeing. So if this isn't resonating with you, get on it because you guys are master manifestors. Like the second you guys decide to follow your gut, to say, you know what, I'm going to take that dive. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to take that risk. I'm going to buy that plane ticket to Fiji. The second you guys do that, things will start happening for you. You might go to Fiji for one thing and then find something completely different. Like, I'm seeing that you guys I'm saying Fiji a lot because the Chariot card often indicates traveling, and I'm seeing that, a lot of people, there's a lot of people that, travel, and it's like, it's an impulsive decision usually for a lot of people. And I'm seeing that you guys are those types of people. You guys are adventurers. So yeah, it's like your blessing in disguise. You might see I think your blessing in disguise, if you haven't already learned this, is that you've had to deal with people, maybe emotional manipulators, maybe some, your parents were a little narcissistic. They kind of made you work for them, basically. They were just like, oh, like, don't follow your dreams, just do what I want you to do. But it's like, that's a lesson that you had to learn, because once you overcome this, it's like now you're going to have all of this like free reign to do whatever you want. This is a powerful blessing that you guys have, because really all you have to do is follow your heart. Okay, let's see what other cards you guys have. Self-love. Yeah, that was what I was talking about when I was saying like that some of you guys act on your impulses, and it's like, even if it might be troublesome to some people. Like, okay, so this is for half of you guys, or for the half of you guys that are like that are already on that. Some of you guys already have this. You guys already have this self-love, and you're like, you know what? I'm sorry that I'm leaving you guys to the wind, but I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And I'm sorry if that makes you unhappy, but I'm going to make myself happy. And some of you guys, your blessing in disguise is that once you activate your self-love and say, I'm going to follow my heart chakra, I'm going to do what's right for me and what is calling to me, what inspires me, your manifestations are going to come through. Your blessing is in following your own guide, in knowing yourself, right? And I'm seeing that some of you guys already know. Some of you guys are already like on that badass energy. You guys already have that. But for some of you guys, this is your blessing in disguise, right? And for the others of you that are already on this, and you guys might feel bad about this is your blessing in disguise, because you know what? People might be giving you problems for it, but because of that, you guys are going to manifest so many great things. You guys have that. Like, you guys have that. Okay, so your next card, the Wolf Moon. Hunger. Yep. I see that in you guys. You guys are like, when I see this like display, I just see somebody who chases things, who hunts things down, who hustles, who just like says, okay, like, you're going to present me this challenge. Okay, let's do this. Oh, there's something I want to do. Okay, we're going to do that. Like, you guys have that hunger. Like, you guys are going to get what you want. Like, and if this hasn't been activated in you already, like, it's really important that you activate it, because you have this. And if it's activated in you, I think the reason why you've felt bad about this really is because it's like the universe pitches you down. It pitches us all down. It like leaves us in a place where we're just constantly questioning ourselves. Our ego jumps in and starts telling us all of these things to doubt ourselves. So it's like you might have like pulled back from this behavior and like not allowed yourself to run wild with your thoughts and ideas. But the universe is telling you like, no, like, you're on the right path. If someone is guilting you over this, then those aren't the people that you need to talk to. And if there's some people like your parents or something, just maybe don't be on the phone with them all the time. If they're discouraging you right now, it's like you need to be around people who encourage you, not discourage you. Okay, that's the next card. Bright new prospects are on the horizon. Okay, so I just got these cards. Let me read from the book. I love this card. I love fairies. Oh my God. This card is beautiful. Serendipity. Okay. So, it opened right to the page. This night fairy represents an unexpected yet favorable turn of events, a chance meeting or discovery. As one door closes, another opens. Bright new prospects are on the horizon. Okay, holy cow, I just got like deja vu. I feel like I've opened this. This is like my first time opening this pamphlet. Or not my first time. I opened it for the other piles, but this is my, like, I just got this this pack of cards, and I just got huge deja vu reading this. This is crazy. I haven't had deja vu in a while. That was strange. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, that was really cool. So, what I'm seeing with this card is that if you guys just follow your intuition, and like, I know that is like, I feel like that's the most generic advice, and it's like really like annoying that I'm saying it, but you guys need to follow your intuition, because you guys have a natural guide within yourselves, and it will not fail you. Like, when you think it's failing you, it's not. Those are your blessings in disguise. Because let's say, I don't know, hypothetical scenario, you follow your heart, right? You go to Fiji, but you're with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or your person, your love interest, it doesn't matter who. Let's say you go to Fiji, right? And like, they decide to break up with you, and like, you loved them, and you're like, no, like, I just wanted to go to Fiji. Well, it seems like a really messed up situation. Your heart is broken. Things are crashing and burning. But it was a blessing in disguise, because you know what? Like, that person that was trying to hold you back is now gone. And it's opened up so many other things in your life. New prospects are opened up into your life. So every time you see something in your life, like not being kosher, just remember that those experiences are basically just a transition period into something greater. That's what I'm seeing for you guys. The spider. Be meticulous and patient. Okay, so what I'm seeing with this card is that some of you guys might see action as inspiration and therefore act on it. So this is a small message for some of you guys, that if you guys feel inspired to not move, if you guys might think that, oh, like, this inspiration means I have to be doing something. Inspiration means I have to be super impulsive. That's following my heart. No, following your heart is genuinely listening and being honest with yourself. And sometimes, and I can say this from my own personal experience, sometimes I think I'm being like honest with myself, or I'm like, okay, like, this is what I really want. And what I'm saying I want is like that more exciting thing, that thing that seems like really inspired action. But what I really want, as it turns out, is to just stay where I am for a moment. So it's like the spider is hovering in space, and it's like, it's saying like, action isn't the only way that you are blessed. Sometimes you are blessed while just being patient, just sitting there meditating. You don't always have to act on your inspiration, because your inspiration might be to stay still. I don't know if you guys watch like the Avatar, The Last Airbender. If you haven't, please go watch it. I think it's on Netflix right now. It's literally one of the most brilliant shows. But if you've seen the show, or if you haven't heard of the show, I recommend watching it. There's a thing that they talk about called neutral jing. It's like brought up, like, think like in the second season, like book 2, Earth Kingdom. Anyway, there is a person that they meet along their path, and he talks about all these types of jings. And there's like neutral jing, positive jing. Like, there's 72 different types of jing. And so one of them is called neutral jing. And the action, so jing is basically like an action. And so neutral jing is the action to remain inactive. It's to remain neutral is the action, right? It's like when people say, oh, if you stay silent, you are still making a statement, right? So if you sit down and, wait on things, that is still an action. That's still being inspired. That is still being an adventurous person. It doesn't always require you to be up on the road. So this is just like a card that wants you to balance yourselves out. I think your guides are just really wanting you to know that like you have this blessing to act on your inspiration, but definitely don't get carried away with the idea that inspiration always requires you to be, leaving people behind or creating more imbalance in your life. It's like you still can care about people, but it's really just about you picking and choosing the right people in your life, and following your heart no matter what it's saying. Okay, so I hope you guys liked your reading. I hope you guys subscribe to my channel and like this video and leave a comment down below letting me know how you liked your reading. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.